Good afternoon. I am going to go live on TikTok as well. Oh my god, they're coming for me. Okay. Let's... Okay. Yeah. I dropped a hair in my coffee. Hi. Can I play a song? No, I can't play a song right now. Because YouTube's gonna get my ass. I'm gonna do some makeup. I'm gonna do some makeup and I'm gonna spark up. If anybody would like to spark up with me. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I'm kidding, I'll just leave this over here, I guess. Oh? Let's not turn this on right now. I can't see shit. This should be good. Did I braid it myself? Yes, I braided my hair. Why is that strange? For me to know how to braid my hair? Damn, Spawn. Spawn, you like me or something? I get a notification every single time you like the live. How am I? Well, I'm doing good. I am doing some makeup so I can put on this fuck-ass outfit. This fuck-ass outfit. Something like that. Oh my god, it's so bright. Is that better? Oh, it's so orange. I need to get breakfast. Oh my god, this camera actually looks fucking bonkers. I look like Ratatouille. Well, I'm gonna pack a new cone and we are gonna sesh. We're gonna sesh together while I do my makeup and prepare for this day full of trials. I already wrote down a list of things that I have to do today. So first things first is taking pictures in this outfit. So, makeup. But I'm not gonna do much. I think I'm just gonna do like eyebrows. I'm just gonna do eyebrows. Yeah, if I can find my eyebrow pen, that would be awesome. Okay, I found one. My septum would be getting a little itchy. That means I have to clean it. Probably, right? It's like the only thing it could mean. I can't see shit. I'm just going off of my instincts. Oh, I didn't blend my nose. I have like these giant pores on my nose because when I was a little kid, my mom was like, let me get that for you. And then she made a hole in my nose. So, yeah. At least you can't really see them much. But I need to get a pore filler for my nose to fill it. See, oh my god, my texture. It's gonna be okay. I spent like 30 minutes before I got back on editing a picture so I could post it on Instagram. So with that being said, I posted on Instagram. And I look snatched. I'm like, looks good. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave this sticker on my face. Actually. I don't think I'm gonna take it off. It's my accessory. I'm literally just using whatever is left on my brush. Stop, thank you. No, you should see how crazy I look from like the Twitch YouTube angle because of this lighting. I need to like calculate my Watson. But then if I put it down. Okay. Well, thank you though. Yeah, I'm on YouTube and Twitch and TikTok right now because every time I talk to you guys on TikTok, they give me a violation and then my stream disappears. So I decided to start streaming on YouTube and Twitch. These fucking baby hairs are sticking out. Can you see my what? My ear tattoos? Wait, let me do my under eyes a little more. And then I'm gonna do lashes, mascara, and eyebrows, and I'm gonna call it a day. Hi, good morning. You think I look different with the braids, really? How different do I look? Oh, what am I, a different person now? I used to do braids all the time in high school. Because I was growing my hair out the majority of the time. So, hairstyles usually look really cute when you're growing it out. Look at these. I look Native American. No, I'm not Native. I'm just Hispanic. Once I get a better setup, it's over. I said that already. When I figure out how to stream on YouTube and Twitch, it's over. Yeah, okay, well, once I get better lighting, it's over. It's coffee time, yeah. Been looking for a new baby mama. It's not me. I just peeped a YouTube angle. I look like the gates of heaven are opening in front of me. Okay, my bad. I should probably be telling a story, right? I got like half a brain cell right now because of how my week began. So I feel like I'm on energy preserve mode. Natural lashes, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are nice. If I finish with everything I have to do today, I'm gonna play games. Cause I can do for a little chillax in my Limbizzy sweater. There we go. I got mascara. Let's do some eyebrows. We're gonna do maybe thin brows. And then the lighting from here is diabolical if I fix this lighting. And then let me know if it looks like shit. I kind of fucked it up. It's giving what's up, fool? What's up, fool? No, it's not. You should look at that. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's like 12. It's like 1. No, yeah, it's 1. It's the afternoon. It's already the afternoon. Now I have eyebrows. You like my blue? Cute. Okay, let me put... I think this looks pretty decent. Minus the sticker on my face. But oh yeah, let me do my lipstick. I love a good gloss. Okay. I done. I did makeup. What time is it? What did I do that in record time? What time is it? Should I contour? Look at my eyebrows. They're like the thought of an eyebrow. Okay. Oh, I did my makeup in 20 minutes. Like. Okay, now that that's done, I'm gonna pack a cone. And then after this, I gotta skedaddle so I can take some pictures. Some pictures. Some pictures. ASMR. I would play music, but like I said, last time I checked, YouTube got mad at me. So I don't think it's a good idea for me to play tunes right now. I am also kind of hungry. I'm gonna take these pictures first, though. Trying to think of the shit that I've seen on social media lately. Actually, I was kind of absent for the last few days because I was dealing with this poopy pants kid. Poopy pants adult. The only thing I've seen lately. Oh, Mr. Hanson looks so cute. I've seen Brie Olsen attempting to be a parent, but that's just like TikTok lamos. I can't even say the word I want to say because if I say this one singular word, TikTok is gonna give me a violation. But she is definitely something. And actually, that situation that she put that baby in was kind of dangerous, though. Because she had the baby. And some guy was like, let's bathe the baby on stream. And she was like, all she said was, no, I'll get a violation. Or like, no, I'll get banned. Huh? What? Why would you say that? Matter of fact, somebody take that child away right now. Well, the baby's with the dad, so it's okay. That was definitely very bad. Actually, that was definitely very bad. How do you pronounce my name? My username or my nickname? Oni Elise. Oni Elise. What am I doing? I'm in a garden. I'm in a garden and I'm preparing for gardening activities. This is my like low-key makeup. This is my glasses makeup. I don't think I need to wear liner with glasses. I think just the lashes look cute. Because the glasses are like, you know, the accessory. I can't wait until I can get another pair of funky glasses. I think it's going to be great. Then I'll have two. I want a collection, actually. Now that I realize that I can get, like, fun glasses that actually are prescription, now I want a bunch of shapes. Oh yeah, and my Minion shorts. Wait, why is that kind of cute? I don't have hairpins though. Why does it look kind of cute? What a flick. Okay, whatever. Let's garden. Oh, got this. I wore this the other day. Yeah. 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 You like my shirt? It's Save the Manatees. Save the manatees. They're just little sea baby cows. Little baby sea cows. I love manatees. They're so cute. You know, I've never seen a manatee in person, though. But I do like manatees. They're just chill. Thank you. Yeah, I've seen people being really mean to manatees. And it's really fucked up. Did you see somebody carved? I think I had seen an article. Somebody carved something into a manatee. And I think it was like a political thing. Okay, you guys ready? We're gonna hit a blinker checkpoint. A what? A what? You can't see it. Stop. Not my dandruff. I think one was Trump related. Yeah. I was gonna say that, but I was like, I should fact check that before I say it. Hey, you have the same name as me. Oh, no, you don't. You have, like, kind of my name. Oh my god. Parallel universe. You thought I was who, though? Who is that? No, I haven't been. The only place I've been to is, like, Mexico and New York and California. California. I went to Mexico like a tourist though, because I am a tourist. It was great. Wow, I do have a really chill schedule today, which is good. You could argue most of my days are chill, but that's because that's how I like my life to be. Chill. It's all vibes here. We're on the vibe train. What was that thing that the toxic gossip train? Hi Rudy. I actually had to show that to somebody recently. I met someone that did not know what the toxic gossip train was, and I had to show it to them. And I was like, I can't believe you've never seen this before. I was there. I was there when it happened. I was there. I was there when it happened. As were most of us. Thank you. Oh, I put gloss. Wait, what is it though? You don't know what that is? You don't know who Colleen Ballinger is? She was inappropriate with minors, and then she goes, well, let's hop aboard the toxic gossip train. It was like, what was it? Well, then she was like, I'm not a groomer. I'm a loser. I'm just a loser, not a groomer. Okay, girl. She said, my managers told me that I shouldn't release a statement, but they didn't tell me I couldn't sing, though. So everybody hop aboard the toxic gossip train. Misinformation station, that's what she was saying. Let's take a drive down to Misinformation Station. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. You know, top worst apologies is Toxic Gossip Train, and then what the fuck was her name? Sienna May dancing. Sienna May got called out for essaying her, he wasn't even her boyfriend really, but she got called out for that, and he was traumatized or whatever, of course. And she comes out with a dancing video, like a contemporary dance, and she's like in a ballet studio, and she's like, and actually I don't even really know what the real story is, because she came out with something recently talking about how they set her up, or like it was staged, but I've heard it from both sides, and I recently heard a take that makes a lot of sense as to why she is actually wrong, because apparently what it was is her and this guy were a TikTok couple. They weren't a real couple. they were just like flirty for TikTok. But she actually liked him. But he was like, no, I don't really like you like that. Like, it's just for TikTok. And then, but she still believed that they were a thing. So she like tried to force herself onto him on a few occasions, actually, from what I've heard. And yeah, so when you say it like that, yeah, that's definitely something that you should not be doing. When I first heard the scenario, it was like this clip of them at a party, and he was sitting on the couch, and like she was like trying to kiss him. I couldn't really tell what was going on, so I was like, well, I can't make judgment off of this. But with all the information that we have now about the scenario, I definitely do think that there is something wrong with her. And then she did this contemporary dance after being called out for being a weirdo. And then she was just like, my swimsuit line. Guys, I sell bikinis, guys, and my swimsuit line is doing really good. And now she's trying to like paint an image of like, oh, they were lying about her and they ruined her image, like, and she didn't do anything. But what the point is, though, I think the point is, even if you personally feel like you didn't do anything, I think it's still valid that he still feels like you did do something. That's still valid. So maybe you should just accept that. Yeah, I don't know. That was a really like. There was definitely something. Well, then they started being mean to him because he cosplayed Jeffrey Dahmer. And they were like, oh, I know he's lying because he cosplayed this. Which, you know, dressing up as Jeffrey Dahmer is definitely not something that you should be doing. But I don't think because he did that, he's also lying about, like, I don't see how these things are correlating, but that's just how TikTok is. TikTok is like, oh, you looked in that direction, it must have been you. Batty o'clock. Did somebody say blinker checkpoint? I'm gonna get my streaming shit situated, and I'm gonna pull up a browser while I'm streaming so we can watch clips and I can bring that up for you, because Misinformation Station is crazy. Fighting for my life a little bit. Hello from Dallas. You know, I've seen a lot of people recently that are from Texas. That's my statement. That's it. I guess there's a lot of people from Texas. My fuck ass braids, bro. Next time I do braids, I'm gonna add hair so I can have like the long ones, and then it would be cool. And then I could be like, I can't do it now though. Somebody sent me a money gun? Oh my god, stop. My earrings. This one's pissing me off. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you for the galaxy. Oh my gosh. Somebody sent me a galaxy on TikTok. That's classy. Thank you so much. Is that the proper reaction? Stop. You're beautiful. You are beautiful. Face card is lethal. Bro, stop. Stop. Stop gassing me up. You're beautiful too. Everybody's beautiful. Everyone's beautiful. Everyone is beautiful in their own way. Man, I got cramps right now. My coochie hurting. It feels like somebody's beating the shit out of my uterus right now. Well, thank you though. How old am I? I'm 23. I'm gonna be 24 in July. Actually. Oh my god, I'm getting old. I remember when I was 19 and I was like, damn, one day I'm gonna be 24. That day has come. I don't feel any different. I'm not old. I'm a little old. Yeah, I'm 23 years young. Not my precious. They said, no, you smoke, not my precious. I just remembered. You know what I'm thinking about right now? The thought that's in my head right now. I was wondering if I was wondering if the tampon I put on yesterday, did I take it off? You know you can get, what's that called? Toxic shock syndrome? That's never happened to me before, but I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, I don't remember. And now I'm thinking about it. Because I'm like, I don't have memory of me removing it. So. But then again, I forget things very often. I'm always forgetting stuff. So. you know, I'm not surprised. But definitely did start thinking about that. And I'm like, wow. Toxic shock syndrome. Maybe I should go check that out in a little bit. Every 5 hours? Aren't you supposed to take it out like every like 2 or 3? You haven't seen me in so long. Poo poo. Poo poo caca. Do I don't think I could say that word. I think they're gonna give me a violation if I say that word, but one time, not too long ago, I went over to my brother's house and he had this like whole ass rig, and I've never seen a rig like that before. And he was like, "Oh, here, like you can try it." So he gets like a little spoonage of this like sticky, and then and I yep. And then I had to lie down for like a couple minutes. It's recommended to leave in for 8 hours. No way, 8 hours. I thought I like read on like a box not too long ago. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's not like I like know this for a fact, so you could be right. My nose is itchy. Have I watched Epic the Musical? What the fuck are you talking about? Blinker checkpoint. Oh my god, guys, did you see that? That was a ghost. Oh my god, I'm so scared. S or I? I. Well, haven't you heard that a lot of tampons have actually been laced with like a lot of like things that you're not supposed to be putting up there? So it's like a lot of toxic materials. So I only get organic ones. Like I only get ones that like straight up say that they are organic, or like alternative brand ones. Like I think like Tampax and those other companies like admitted to having things in their tampons that are bad for you. And like by bad for you, I mean like really horribly, terrifyingly, horribly, horrifyingly bad. Yeah. Yeah, organic cotton is the way to go. Because, okay, so what I'm saying is, I bought recently organic cotton, and it said, like, max, like, 5 hours, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what that said, because I took a minute to read it, because I was like, interesting, yes, organic cotton. Yeah, no, this is, like, the first quarter of our lives. I might as well not be sticking something up there that's, like, you know how there used to be, like, lead in everything? It's like that kind of scenario. What was it? What was also in everything? Lead was in everything, and there was something else that was also in everything. I forgot. But not trying to have that. Asbestos. How the fuck do you say that word? I saw that there were some cups like from the 90s or like 80s that have like radiation or some shit like that. Or I think maybe that had to do with the lead. I don't know. But they were like, these cups radioactive. Oh, just like how I said it. I saw somebody say that word really weird the other day then. The way that they said that was really strange. Damn, I wish I remember. Because I heard them say it, and I was like, damn, is that how you're supposed to say it? What's my name? What's my name? Say my name, say my name. Asbestos. That's how I say it in my head. You know, there's actually a lot of words that I've said in my head often, but I've never said out loud. And then when I do say it out loud, I say it like completely fucked up. Like Dua Lipa, that's her name, right? I had her name like backwards in my head for the longest time. And one time I said it out loud, and everybody was like, huh? And I was like, oh, hold on. Dua Lipa. Dua Flip. Like dreaming in a different language. Have you seen, oh my god, have you seen those stories of people who go into a coma and they wake up speaking a different language? What the fuck is that? I want that to happen to me. I've seen that happen to at least 2 people. And that also reminds me how I've only seen one person benefit from a lobotomy. One person. I've only ever seen one person in my life that is completely okay and alive and functioning after a lobotomy. One person. I see a lot of faces in my dreams, but I think it's usually people that I know. Also, thank you. Thank you. You guys are so nice to me. What the fuck? Yeah, like they only came up with lobotomies because they were doing like random ass shit back then. And they were like, hey, I think if we disconnect this. And it's so crazy how to know that it was a misconception, that everybody thought that it was like actually like a really cool, good thing. They didn't know that they were just like severing, what was it, nerves and shit like that. In the here, they go, how could you think that that is going to help you? Why would you? Why would you think that that would be beneficial in any kind of way? Just if you really want to think about it, like, let's sit down and think about it. Why would putting a needle into your eye help? Why are you gonna sever things that are not meant to be severed? They're like, oh, maybe if we just cut this. No. No. Put it back. But yeah, only one person I've seen ever come out of a lobotomy unscathed. He was like, yeah, I guess actually I'm okay now. Surprisingly. I think he like wrote a book and everything too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. I mean, that's one of those life experiences that you write a book about. Like if that happened to you, like if that happened to me, I would also write a book about it. So Huh? Bro just said a bunch of words. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna read this to you guys. Tell me if I'm wrong. Bro, I remember I heard back in the old days when docs were not a thing when people had headaches. Can somebody decipher that for me? I would write a book about my life. It would be kind of funny. But I mean, it wouldn't. No, like, okay, no, it wouldn't be funny. But, like, from my perspective, it would be kind of funny to write a book about my life. Because then I have it in writing. And I just... Oh, you would like to know things? Your book would be traumatizing to others. It would need a trigger warning. I think it actually would, though. Like, if I'm gonna be, like, sickly, deathly honest in this book, that shit's gonna need a trigger. I should journal. Yeah, I have a lot of journals. I just haven't been journaling lately. But I've always journaled growing up and everything. Actually, journaling was the only way that I can recount when I was younger, that I could recount the things that my family was doing, because I already, like, things would happen and I would immediately forget about it. So I had to write it down already when I was like 12. So then I would give it to my therapist and he would be like, "Hey, this is really bad." And I'm like, "Yeah." And then my mom got mad at me for journaling. Actually, I like had a friend on my phone and I would rant about my mom to her, and then my mom would take my phone and she would yell at me because I was talking shit about her. Girl, be actually so dead ass. Yeah. So basically, you can say for 10 years, my memory has consistently been getting worse. So that's why I'm like, you shouldn't ask me anything. Or, I mean, like, I actually don't even know how to describe it. I feel like I'm just, like, always floating. You know, that CPTSD going in hard. No, yeah, it sucks. And then my mom's like, "I'm sorry, I'm not the mom you wanted." She didn't do anything to me. I made it all up. Okay, no, I'm kidding. Well, actually, no, I'm not kidding. She did say that, but, yeah. So I've been brain dead for like 10 years. Like, it's not funny. But, like, it's funny, but it's not. It's okay, though. I do good. I do good with my fraction of a brain that I have left. At least yours gave you an apology. Girl, that was not an apology. Like, honestly, to me, like, that was not an apology. That was like a diss. Like, I felt personally dissed by that. So. Scrumptious today. Guys. Oh my god. Do you guys know who Nikki Blonsky is? You guys ever watched Hairspray? The Hairspray with Zac Efron? And, what was his name? Fuck, I forgot his name. Here's the mom. Guys, if you haven't watched Hairspray, I feel like John Travolta. Yes, I love how you fucking knew what I was talking about. If you haven't watched Hairspray, you need to go watch Hairspray. Not just because you'll understand what I'm talking about, but because I feel like it's a very, like, it's like a movie that, like, is necessary to have watched in your lifetime. Because, like, that's a form of, like, American history. In a way. So you need to watch Hairspray. Because it's definitely... But anyways, my point is, Nikki Blonsky is the main character in Hairspray. Right? She was Tracy. What was her name? Tracy what? Tracy what bad? Something. Tracy something. And she was not a seasoned actor at the time. There were a lot of very famous people in that movie, like Zac Efron, John Travolta, and it was those bunch of other actors. I do not remember their names, but I know their faces. And then there was Nikki Blonsky. They picked her, I guess, because she was like that bitch, like at the auditions or some shit like that, right? But she was a freak. Like, she got like scarily obsessed with Zac Efron being like her. Well, he was like the kind of like a main character also. And I saw an interview where he was like sitting next to her, and he was like, haha, yeah, that's great, yeah. And then they asked them to kiss. I don't know what the fuck prompted this, but they asked them to kiss. And he was like, okay. And he goes for this bitch. She goes in with her mouth wide fucking open. So she really did like Zac Efron like that. And low-key, me too. Like, she did kiss him though. Because in the movie, I'm pretty sure she did kiss him. So, like, she had her moment. Like, T. So. But she is not really an actor anymore. I actually don't know what she does. But you know what I do know that she does? Cameo. Her fucking cameos have been going around TikTok like wildfire. I should have been bookmarking them, but it's actually fucking crazy how many cameos I've seen. And then there was a slew of texts. No, they weren't texts, they were tweets. A slew of tweets that she would begin every tweet with, hey, it's Nikki Blonsky from Hairspray. And, you know, with the tweets, you know, you had a text limit. So she used most of her texts for, hey, it's me, Nikki Blonsky from Hairspray. But, like, I mean, like, good for her, like, iconic, but her no, I think I did. You guys need to see this. No, there's actually one that I actually have to show you. She did a cameo on the toilet. Pushing. I need to show you this. I think I bookmarked it, actually. Hold on a second. I bookmarked it. Are you ready? Listen to this shit. Alright? Right. So people are posting their cameos that they've gotten from Nikki Blonsky, right? This person said, "Alright, it's my turn. Enjoy this cameo from Nikki Blonsky in 2018 doing a Harry Styles impression and also forgets my name by the end of the video."
Best friend, Sophia. Oh, well, your best friend reached out to me to tell me that you are a huge fan of Hairspray, and Hairspray is your favorite movie, besides all the Harry Potter movies. LOL. I just want to make sure this is, a late birthday present from Anna Sophia and Mary Styles. Harry Styles. So, I don't know what else, but you're adorable, and I can't wait to meet you when I come to LA. Alright, bye, Sophie. Bye, guys. My best friend, Sophia.
I was losing my fucking mind when I saw that. Like, genuinely, I watched this, and then I read the comment section. Let's look at the comment section together. The first comment, "Is she shitting?" On the toilet and pushing behind the words. The location, the straining, you win. Zac Efron absolutely had to block her number. Does she realize she doesn't have to do these as soon as she receives them? The way she moaned, "You are a huge fan of Hairspray," is so upsetting. I'm gonna start fucking crying. Is she pushing? Like, girl, what? Her face is getting more and more red from pushing. The fact that she's pooping is sending me. She's literally... So, there's some normal ones, right?
It's Nikki Blonsky.
It's Nikki Blonsky.
I know where you...
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the many that I have saved. Because I just couldn't believe that happened. Why would she do that? But she also had her cameo set to $20. And then when she realized that she was doing rounds on TikTok, she raised it to 100. Oh my fucking god, I got jump scared. Also, guys, do you know who Quan Mills Books is on TikTok? He's an author, a best-selling author.
Together, this hoe got roaches in her crib.
I want you to listen to this excerpt that he read for us.
By me. I said, let's read together This Hoe Got Roaches in Her Crib by me, international best-selling author Quan Mills. Let's start with chapter 1. And yes, this is a real book. Okay, guys, here we go. Chapter 1. Let me clear my throat. Chapter 1. All these fucking roaches and shit! Ah, God motherfucking damn it! Frequisha's murderous gaze was laser focused onto 5 black brownish roaches, all ranging in sizes. Ugh! And the bitch ain't got time for this shit today. I'm hungry, and the bitch need to get her pussy ate.
Huh?
The agitated Section 8 stride continued to nag. The biggest roach, Daddy Roach Sr., embarked on a dangerous journey to lead his family to a mecca of stale food. His wings lightly flapped. He used his long, wise antennas to lead his loyal wife of 32 days, their two well-trained teenage sons, and their precious baby daughter towards the distant smell of decaying Domino's pepperoni and sausage pizza crust hiding away in a dark corner of Fredquisha's messy apartment living room. Every third Friday of the month when them food stamps hit her EBT card, Fredquisha usually treated her three kids to greasy pizza, saucy buffalo wings, and Cinesticks. The Pizza Fiesta was sort of like a food stamp renewal day of celebration. Truth be told, though, the pizza was also a way to get the motherfucking kids temporarily off her flabby, tatted back. Fredquisha hated to have to spend her weekends watching her badass kids, especially when she needed to get ate out and dicked down by some local Chirac savage.
I didn't even know what that means.
Why she was so annoyed watching them. Ain't like the bitch had a job where her weekends were invaluable, deserving precious relief from a hard week of work. Every day was a fucking weekend for this hoe. Anyways, this particular crust Daddy Roach Sr. scented had been nestled away for weeks. Shit, possibly months.
It's a book.
Out of the purview of other vermin living in the grimy apartment. Had Fredquisha's mama taught her the importance of admiring cleanliness as a virtue, the months-old crust would have been a non-issue. Perhaps then Fredquisha would have not been staring down the Critter family peacefully pilgrimaging along the hallway's dusty white cracking baseboard. I swear to God, these motherfucking kids keep my house nasty as shit. They get on my last damn nerves, and I got shit to do today. They really gonna make me go off on their motherfucking asses. Fredquisha griped under her dry morning blunt-infused breath. Fredquisha, better known as Moo Moo in the mean and vicious streets of Chicago, positioned herself into close proximity to the migrant Roach family. The bitch was ready to go to war against the critter enemies invading her living room. Her eyes turned to homicidal slits. A butterfly of anxiety flapped its wing in her growling, empty stomach. Fredquisha knew roaches were hard to motherfucking kill. And if she was going to be victorious in offing this sneaky fuck nigga roach and his family, she needed to smite hard so she could crush their organs, killing them on instant impact.
So at first I was like, is this AI? But then after really listening to it, I was like, oh, no. This man hand wrote this. There's no way AI can make this. There's no way. So, and he's got like 1,000,000 books. But This Hoe Got Roaches in Her Crib is the one that he likes to read most often. And I think there's another excerpt that was really fucking funny. Hold on.
I said kill it! In fact, go kill it with your hand! Fuck the shoe! I want to read another excerpt from my book, This Hoe Got Roaches in Her Crib, by me, international best-selling author Quan Mills.
This Hoe Got Roaches in Her Crib by Quan Mills.
And in case you're confused, yes, I am the Quan Mills. This is...
Hey, look at this guy.
I said kill it! In fact, go kill it with your hand! Fuck the shoe! I want to read another excerpt from my book, This Hoe Got Roaches in Her Crib, by me, international best-selling author Quan Mills. And in case you're confused, yes, I am the Quan Mills. This is my account, my TikTok shop account. And I'm selling autographed paperbacks here on the TikTok shop. But let's go ahead and get to reading. Maya screamed as her eyes spotted the biggest brown roach crawling on one of the walls in her bedroom. Maya instantly dashed toward the corner and had an expression of trepidation buried into the small features of her brown face. What you scream for, hoe? Fredquisha rasped with a screwed-up face. It's a roach, mommy. As Fredquisha pulled the half-smoked blunt out of her pocket and lit it up in front of the child, she huffed, Bitch! A roach! rolling her eyes and shaking her head. But Frequisha, hearing her daughter call her mommy, suddenly got her very inflamed. And what the fuck I told you about calling me mommy? Call me Frequisha. Got it? Maya jumped again. Yes, ma'am.
Look at his face when he reads the little girl's part.
Call her mommy, suddenly got her very inflamed. And what the fuck I told you about calling me mommy? Call me Frequisha. Got it? Maya jumped again. Yes, ma'am. The panic girl froze for a moment, still looking at her mother with full fear, but not fear rooted in respect, fear rooted in a pending ass beating. There's a roach on the wall, Frequisha. Maya slowly answered, pointing at the roach, the sound of dread defining her response. Frequisha rolled her eyes again as she blew out a steady, heavy stream of smoke from her wide nostrils and huffed. Ugh. Really, little bitch? That's just a damn roach. Fuck you scared for a pussy hoe? Get your shoe and go kill it. Now. But I'm scared, Fred. Don't make me ask you again or else. Frequisha interrupted. Instantly cutting off Maya's plea, Frequisha ambled deeper into the room and towered over her visibly shaken daughter. Now I said, go get your shoe and go kill it now. Silent and quivering, a tear ran out of Maya's right eye as she looked up at her so-called mother.
I got a fucking violation for him reading his book.
I'm scared.
Oh my god, he's live right now.
Slap. Without hesitation, Frequisha's right hand went across Maya's face. I said kill it. In fact, go kill it with your hand. Fuck the shoe. Not wanting to jumpstart a Saturday session of physical brutality, Maya listened to her mother's stern instructions as she fought back tears. She carefully paced herself to the wall where the roach was located. You know, in Chicago, roaches often look like Rice Krispies with tiny legs. However, last year, after coming back from a quick getaway to Florida, Frequisha somehow managed to bring down some of those down south roach eggs in her luggage. When she and a few of her besties went down to Miami for spring break.
Listen to this fucking part, because I was thinking about this shit for a while, because I live in Miami.
Started a Saturday session of physical brutality. Maya listened to her mother's stern instructions as she fought back tears. She carefully paced herself to the wall where the roach was located. You know, in Chicago, roaches often look like Rice Krispies with tiny legs. However, last year, after coming back from a quick getaway to Florida, Frequisha somehow managed to bring down some of those down south roach eggs in her luggage. When she and a few of her besties went down to Miami for spring break, she stayed at an Airbnb, and that was where Frequisha believed the roach infestation started. She fucked up and left partly open packages of Little Debbie Nutty Bars in her suitcase, and more than likely, some of those 305 mama roaches smelled the sweet chocolate peanut butter crisp buffet from a mile away. At least that was the story Frequisha told herself to justify where the big-ass non-local roaches originated. Who knows if that was the truth, but Frequisha refused to do anything serious about the growing roach problem in her problem. Sometimes she would call up Glenn the maintenance man to come and spray, but other than that, she did not care. Maya, now only a foot away from the roach, climbed on her bed and cautiously moved her hand closer to the wall. Girl, if you don't kill that motherfucking roach, I'm finna kill your motherfucking ass, Frequisha warned with wide and intimidating eyes. Maya had listened to because she knew her quote-unquote mother's word was bond when it came to ass beatings. So sad, so sad. Guys, go ahead and just go get the book. I'm telling.
So sad, so sad. Alright, go ahead and get the book. And then everybody is like, oh my god, Queen, can you write a Tubi screenplay? And I was like, oh my god, wait. That would actually be super fucking awesome. Get this man on Tubi. Now. I want to see this on the big screen. Yeah. 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 And then I'm not gonna read anymore, but he got this one called "The Old Thought Goes to Pound Town," and the
Fine shit. Reluctantly muttered, and then the two young niggas straight into my place. It was the middle of August, so the sun was blazing, although it was nearly 6 p.m.
he's literally live reading it. Oh my god, I have cramps right now. My cramps. Okay, I am gonna skedaddle because I got a violation, and also I need to actually do shit. So I'm gonna close